Hello.
Ahoy.
Are you ready for the next exciting episode of Dragon Balls? I'm sorry. Sorry, not Dragon Ball. The Captain Marvel.
I am.
Oh, I just messed up the joke I had. I literally had thought of this punchline. I just messed it up.
You know, I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, right?
Well, somebody out here has, and they'll get my reference.
Can I start out with a rant why I don't like this movie?
Captain Marvel, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna preference this. I'm aware that me saying I don't like Captain Marvel is probably gonna get me called sexist because, I'm white and I'm a male, and most of the people who hate Captain Marvel justifiably are just sexist. But I will admit that I do hate this movie for a very stupid reason.
You hate this movie for a very stupid reason.
Yes, and I'm very aware of that. And believe me, when scoring this movie, it won't reflect this. But I overall, it's just this one point of the movie I can't get up on, and I just need to preference that before we proceed any further. But the Coulson timeline situation, he doesn't know that they're called S.H.I.E.L.D. in Iron Man, which is in 2008. And then in the 80s, they got S.H.I.E.L.D. plastered over everything.
Wait, I thought it took place in 1990.
1980, 1990. That's not the point.
Oh.
Needless to say, he's been in Iron Man, he's been there for a couple decades, and they still haven't figured out the name.
Bro, where is he in the current MCU? Is he dead?
Time is relative, actually. I'll get to that, but he, like in Iron Man, in this movie, he knows they're called S.H.I.E.L.D., and I wish he had more time because I love Phil Coulson. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You need to hop on the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
Oh no, I know he's in there.
I've been watching it and I've enjoyed every minute of it. That's one of the shows I'm watching at the gym. I'm on the treadmill. I'm like, man, somebody's gonna come by me and watch it. I'm watching damn Spider-Man, but I don't care.
But no, like it's one of those shows where, like, I've got a lot of shows that I need to finish because my ADHD brain is like, oh, let's start this, and then I'll get very distracted and move on to something else and be like, oh, let's start this, and then I've got like, I no exaggerating, I have about 15 shows I need to finish.
Oh, bro, you kidding me? Go look at my I need to show you've seen my Hulu. What is it called? The Keep Watching list.
Yeah.
You've seen mine, and Hulu's even taking them down because they're like, bro, this is so many.
Dude, I mean, I finished Adventure Time. I finished regular show because those were on the list too. Like, I'll start shows and then I'll get super distracted and then forget about them. Like, hey, look at this.
Bro, I've started binge watching Gumball at the beginning, and that's a lot of episodes for like each season. And I'm just now at the beginning of season 3, and I'm like, I need a break from this.
I've written about all the shows that I haven't finished that I've been meaning to, like The Walking Dead's on there because I started that during quarantine, or a little bit before quarantine when we were on the road with basketball, and then I got busy with like senior projects, and then I forgot about the show entirely.
I mean, it took me forever to finish all of Naruto Shippuden.
See, I watched a couple episodes of Naruto with Celia, but dude, I never needed to because with Shippuden they kind of like ran through it and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, between the two series, Shippuden to me, Shippuden's better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to get a good world building, watch Naruto first.
Oh no, I got that because I was rewatching it like a couple episodes. I was like, dude, this is a lot better at world building. But I understand that we had to start here to get there. Like I completely understood that, but still, like, but the Phil Coulson thing, like he knows it's S.H.I.E.L.D. in this movie, but in the previous one he doesn't. Also, he was supposed to be recruited right out of high school, but in this movie he's quote unquote new. But
He's quote unquote new. He's the new guy.
yeah, and it's like all that. He was just had a very stout character, and it made me upset. But overall, that's literally my only problem with this movie.
And that's your only problem.
But in the current timeline, okay, so you know how they're doing like Quantumania stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they've already done that with Agents of Shield and in the recent season because they get the way Agents of Shield works is they get like stuff in advance for the MCU. Like,
Did that show finally finish up?
yes, and they finished up with timeline stuff a couple years ago, like around the time of like Infinity War and all that. Like they were doing time travel stuff. And, like they've already done Aliens and all that. Like they're one step above the MCU, and I think it's like a soft like introduction, you know.
Yeah, for all the hardcore fans that can at least get ahead. Now we're getting into the multiverse of madness and what ifs.
Yep. Would you like to hear some of the stuff that I've started and have not yet finished?
Not today. No, we got to get on track before this becomes like an hour long.
Okay. Well, we're only 6 minutes in.
Well, that 6 minutes is gonna turn into 20, and I'm sure somebody would like to hear our opinion on good old Captain Marvel.
Let me run through a couple of them, and you can, because I know some of these will be interesting to you.
All right, sure.
The Walking Dead, Westworld, DuckTales 2021,
DuckTales 2021. I'm with you on that one. I've started the first episodes.
Kipo, The Wonder Beast, My Brother and Me, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, One
See,
Punch
that
Man.
one to me looks weird. JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Oh no, it is. It's very homoerotic, but overall, other than that, it's actually very interesting. Like not like from the jump, but if you watch further enough into it, you're gonna get like really hooked into it. And I got really hooked into it in high school, and then I first came out with a bunch of new stuff, and now I'm watching it and I was like, oh man. And then I got checked again. Attack on Titan, Falling Skies, One Piece, Doom Patrol, Fairy Tail, Superstore, The Flash, Arrow, Legends.
Wait, you didn't finish Fairy Tail?
No. It was one of those things where I was in high school and then I got busy with graduating and all that type of stuff, and I just got so distracted.
Yeah, I'm on episode 77 of Fairy Tail, and I'm just like, shit.
The last scene I remember watching was it was Natsu looking upon a dragon just like decimating everything, and he had to go fight it.
I'm only on episode 77. I don't know where you're at, but I'll come across it.
Breaking Bad, It Crowd, Love, Death, and Robots, IP Man, Star Trek Voyager, Star Wars Clone Wars, Teen Wolf, the one I'm currently watching, Glee, Amphibia, and the Batman Brave and the Bold series.
Is that one on HBO Max? That one's a good cartoon.
It is. I watch it with Will sometimes.
I like that. That was one of the Batman cartoons I remember. I mean, I know when that come out, when we were like, what, middle school?
I was going to say, like, towards the end of our elementary, beginning of middle school.
That's what I thought. I remember that one. That was a good Batman cartoon.
But no, like, that's my whole grievance with this movie. And I realize it's very stupid and niche, but it's one of those things where, like, I'm going to die on this hill. But overall, I will admit, it is an amazing movie. I watched it about 8 times this year so far.
Yeah.
But, so yeah.
Really? I've only watched it twice.
Seriously?
Yeah. You know me, I'm more into the team up.
Wait a minute. How many did I say? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I've watched through the entire MCU except for the Spider-Man movies because they're not on Disney Plus yet. Like 8 times. You know.
Oh, I thought you meant you've watched Captain Marvel 8 times.
Yeah, I watched it 8 times as well as all the other Marvel movies.
Oh.
This year.
Man, you love the MCU.
Dude, I grew up on comic books.
Oh, bro, I gotta get you. Did I tell you about the new Spider-Man issue I picked up?
Yes.
The
Dude, Hey,
The,
I found a comic book I want you to give me if you run across it.
okay.
I'll tell you now. It's the new Superman Son of Kal-El.
Oh, it was in there. Yep, as the cover, it's him and his son doing the whole rip their shirt.
Yeah, it's the new run where it's banking off of Super Sons, you know, the comic I really like, and it's Jonathan Kent as working to become Superboy, and you got a little Easter egg from Damian with the Super Sons reunite. Sorry, stuttering.
What's it called again?
Superman, Son of Kal-El.
Super. Here, Can you hear me?
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna send you a picture of it later.
Okay. If
you gotta reconnect so we can talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was about to put it on my list, bro. My list is like long. By the way, have I sent you my updated collection?
You haven't, but since this is, oh yeah, this is a comic book movie. I was like, we do need to get back on topic though. But yeah, we can go ahead and nerd out in this segment, and then the next one we can actually talk about the movie.
Bro, my comic book collection has gotten huge. All these comic books I've gotten have been since I've been down here, because I just go to those shops and I start digging.
Dude, honestly, I've just been watching. I've been mostly reading on my Kindle, but I need to get back. I've been slacking. I was originally up to date on the Umbrella Academy, but I've been slacking, and I need to get back on it.
Dude, I picked up the So there's this new DC. So they're making, you know the Batman movie 1989.
Yeah.
They made it a comic book. I picked up the first issue last week.
Dude, I think we've already talked about this on this podcast, but aren't you excited for the new like DC? What is it? Reign?
Say it again.
Reign?
What is it?
It's where they're like in medieval times.
Oh yeah, we did talk. No, we talked about that in private. That's another one I want to pick up because I seen the screenshots of it. That I called you actually. I remember I called you when I saw.
We were talking about it. Like I literally just saw like a clip of it, and then like it was a movie. As soon as I saw it, Devin called me, and I was like, "Talk about timing."
That's another book I can't wait to pick up. That's one that I'm sure they're gonna get. If they have it, that's like I'm on their. I follow their Facebook page. They get all the new stuff at that one I keep going to before the other one does. So
Yeah,
they'll probably have it in like when's it coming out? Like mid-September?
I have no clue. But the other one was the one where it was the recent run of Batman. I was on the fence about buying it. Like honestly, like I was looking at Amazon. It's like I don't need it, and then news broke like the very like 2 days later about Tim Drake being bisexual. I was like, huh, that's funny.
My man's like, huh, that's funny.
And now I see that name like constantly, like just in passing on TikTok and all that, and I'm like, huh, because I'm a big fan of the Robins.
Yeah. Bro, that's like in one of the shops, they've got his original Robin run, but it's like $10 for the first issue, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to pass on that $10.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My first thought was I have $10. My second thought was I don't need it.
Bro, are you kidding me? I go in there and I'm just like, listen, Devin, $20 is your max. That's all you can afford, and you come back next month.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I would disappear, and then next weekend I'm like, I got $5. I got $5 in my hand.
Well, if you can get your hands on the Super Son, you can spend a little extra money, and I'll pay you back.
Yeah, I know you'll pay me back. Just give me like, at his shop, any new comics like $5.20. So just give me $5 even. I don't care about the change.
I mean, typically what we typically do is. Fun fact, me and Tevin love food. So when we make bets, when we owe each other something, we typically pay one another in food.
I know your Nova's just sitting in my room. I got him propped up. I'm like, yeah, I need to give this to him.
I've already cashed out you that money though.
Oh yeah, no, you already, dude. I've already
taken care of my child, son.
Oh, bro, don't worry, dude. You know where that money went to?
Buying comic book.
It did.
Oh my goodness, Devin. We we are such nerds.
It did. I was like, man, I got an extra. It was during my dead week, so I was just bored, and I had a little bit of money saved up, so I was like, I'm going to this other one.
At some point when we catch up, like meet up in person, you'll have to give me like your physical copies, and I'll hand you my Kindle, and you can read through the Jughead series and the Umbrella Academy series I have so far.
Oh, that's where you are working on the Umbrella Academy.
Like I was up to date, and then I got distracted. Like life hit me, and I was like, dang. No, it's like really good. Like
No, that's like I want to start The Boys, and I want to finish Invisible since I got the first volume of Invisible.
The Boys that I saw it wasn't for a good price. Like on Amazon, it wasn't a good price. It wasn't a good price in Barnes and Noble, and we don't have a comic shop over in Rome, as you know, because they shut down a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's like down here. There's two down here. Yo, I've learned. Okay, so the one I go to a lot, it's better to go there.
Do you know what I just realized?
What?
That comic shop shut down the last time I talked to a girl. The last time I asked a girl, it shut down.
I'm so dumbfounded.
That's like 4 years ago.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I picked up the new Deadpool book, the red, the black, white, and red. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's just 3 mini stories. I mean, it's Deadpool, so I mean, like. But I was like, dang, I was hoping for an actual story arc here, so I was like, it's Deadpool.
Let me get back to you on the good Deadpool stories, because I remember hearing some.
Yeah.
You know those TikToks I sent you? I've got a couple saved up. Because I was like, okay, Devin really likes Deadpool. Let me save this up and send it to him, because there are a couple of the storylines. Like, I think Variant on YouTube has like when they do like episodes about Deadpool, they have like the recommended to read.
Dude, I forgot about Variant. I've not watched Variant or Comic Story. I'm trying to stay away from Comic Story because I'm just like.
Same. Because I've been reading and I was like, I've got to stay away. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Shout out to Comic Storian, because, dude, that's how I read Super Sons.
Yeah, but no, I'm trying to stay away from them now because I'm like, now that I can collect these stories, I want to collect them.
See, mine's not so much collecting. It's like I have to absorb this information.
That's like, I wanted to buy some. That's like Rick and Morty comics are getting popular, but I'm like, I need to send you the D&D storyline of Rick and Morty that I have here on my phone.
I've seen it in Barnes and Noble. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I have the entire series on my phone.
Yeah.
I need to see if I can.
Speaking of unfinished stuff, I need to finish Saga.
That's enough. I thought you finished that one.
I got distracted.
I must say, didn't you buy the complete book?
No. I had a friend who they let me borrow it, and they were like, they sat me down and were like, hey, you're a nerd. I'm a nerd. Please read these so I have somebody to nerd out with. And I'm like, bet. And I did that, and then I got through like halfway, and like it was around the time of the divorce, so I got like super distracted, and I was super depressed, and I was having a hard time like doing my interests, you know.
Yeah, no, well, part of me is like, well, now that I've started Invisible, that's 25 volumes. I should have just saved up my money and bought the huge volumes, like the super huge ones.
Dude, I was thinking about doing that with The Walking Dead, the comics.
Yeah, but I'm already committed to the single volume, so I'm just like, I'm gonna just buy the volumes.
Yeah.
It's $25 each. I mean, there's 25 of them total. I might just buy them out of order, because you know how hard they're probably gonna be to track down.
Yeah. But Devin, are you good? Are you good with ending this segment about us being nerds? It's 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's focus back up.
Okay. When we come back from the ad break, we promise we will talk about the movie.
We swear.
Hello?
Hello.
How's it going? Are you ready to actually talk about the movie?
Yes, we can actually now talk about the Dragon Ball Z movie. I mean, Captain Marvel.
I don't get your... Okay, would you explain your beef with Dragon Ball Z? Because you explained it to me and I thought it was utter bullshit.
You want me to explain the overall story, the characters?
Just do what you need to explain your point of why you keep calling it.
Listen here. Captain Marvel, every time she powers up, alright? Every time she powers up, her hair spikes up, she's yellow, she's going Super Saiyan mode, okay? She's a Super Saiyan.
Cosmic energy. Like
She's
in the comic books.
She's a Super Saiyan.
I'm as much of a Super Saiyan as she is, Devin.
She's a Super Saiyan. No, you're a Krillin.
I'm a Krillin? Is that
Yeah.
the vegetable people?
No, that's the bald monk.
How am I Krillin?
I don't know.
I'm the supporting protagonist in Dragon Ball manga. Hold on. Explain Dragon Ball Z.
Listen here. She powers up like a Super Saiyan. Alright. She glows yellow energy. Her hair goes up. Just like a Super Saiyan. And she can shoot ki blasts in her palms. I mean, she's a total Dragon Ball hero. And she can fly. That are my three main points. And she can kick. It's just in the movie with the choreography. It just reminded me of a Dragon Ball Z movie. It truly did. And I think he's gone. And yeah, so yeah, she's flying around like at high speed space with that glowing yellow energy, just like in Dragon Ball.
Where at exactly?
And then she just busts through walls, just like in Dragon Ball.
Okay. I'll head that way. No problem. Bye. Hey, Devin, I gotta go.
All right, just delete this segment. We're gonna just start over.
No, we'll keep it. Fuzzy. But we'll see if we can find this later. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just charge up my phone and go to the gym. You just want to do this later since we already recorded the first part?
So we should be able to knock it out in that time frame.
All right, I'm gonna just let my phone charge up and go to the gym. I'm gonna start the Conjuring. Okay.
All right. Bye. Yellow.
Yellow. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Take 1003.
Guys, you really don't know how much of a busy day I've had. I've been legitimately doing my job, but I've been doing so much.
Oh, update. I finished The Conjuring, the first one. I'm starting the second one once we finish up this episode.
Okay. Well, I don't imagine the second one being too long. Because we're at about like 25 minutes now.
I mean, we did talk about the great Agent Coulson for 5 minutes and nerded out for 15, so...
Well, not to mention you talked about Dragon Ball Z for like 5 minutes.
Dragon. She reminds me of a Dragon Ball Z. Like, she would fit perfectly in the Dragon Ball Z universe.
You only... In Death Battle, she fought Android 18 or whatever.
Did she really in that Death Battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Android 18 is the blonde android and Krillin's wife.
Yeah, that's all I know.
See, that's why I called you Krillin. You get a hot android wife that will give you children.
Literally single, and you're the one with the girlfriend. What do
Eh.
you say about Megan?
Megan is the Chi-Chi. Megan is the Chi-Chi to my Goku.
I don't know what that means.
It's gonna suck for the kids because she's gonna force them to study instead of playing football.
Oh no, what a nightmare.
I know, right?
So
It's okay. That's when I find my worst enemy. He takes the children in for a couple of months while I disappear, train them in the woods, and they become the best football player in the whole universe.
I'm very confused. I'm trying to process all this, Evan.
Okay, so in Dragon Ball Z, when Goku died from his half brother, or his real brother Raditz, came down from Earth to take over Earth because he's an alien, okay?
Okay.
His arch nemesis Piccolo's like, hey, bro, we gotta stop your brother. And Goku's like, yeah, let's go. Meanwhile, Raditz, his brother, took his son Gohan in his spaceship. They fight it out. Goku dies. Piccolo goes, I'll train this boy because his other two Saiyan buddies were coming in town, Nappa and Vegeta. So he kind of reminds me of Vegeta with her, I'm so big and bad attitude. Fear me. I'm a badass bitch.
Yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about, man.
One day we'll sit through good news. I have almost all the seasons of Dragon Ball Z. We'll sit through the first season.
I seem to be working that day.
Joke's on you, bitch. I'll come up during my holiday break.
You want it because of Stroop. Haha.
Haha. I'll be waiting for you to get out.
I just imagine you sitting outside the gate in like a very poorly constructed like cardboard bush cutout, and I'm just like, just gonna drive my. Go, come back.
We gotta watch Dragon Ball Z.
All right, should we talk about the actual episode?
Yeah, let's talk. I'm sorry, but that is my one. That's like my key. Okay, in all seriousness, that's what this movie reminded me of when it came to the choreography and stuff, like with her powers.
Dude, the fight scenes were really good though. Like as far as like Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think this is one of the best ones with fight scenes in it that we've seen so far. I mean, I think
really?
Yeah.
I was saying the standalone.
What do you mean?
Like, I think the fight choreography in the Avenger movies are pretty good, but like for like a standalone hero movie.
Oh no, this is by far. I don't know about the Avengers. I would have to. We can rewatch and come back to that. But as far as my memory goes, like I was watching this to take notes on it. But dude, by far, I think this is probably the best choreographed fights, and it's the most interesting choreographed fights. I mean, yeah, you got like Captain America: Civil War, which is really good for its time, but I mean, that was before this came out. I think arguably this may be the best fight scenes we have. I think a second would be Thor Ragnarok.
It's my friend from where. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was another good one. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. What I'm hoping is if I play our cards right, we should have that end up on April, because I want that to be the comedy month we do.
Oh, it's a friend from work.
Oh yeah, I'm so good. I remember.
I'm not gonna lie. My least favorite Marvel movie though is Thor: Dark World. I won't even watch it.
Dude, we gotta watch it for this. I know you're gonna hate it. I don't care for it either.
I don't see. That's what I don't understand. It's like the first Thor movie, good. Second Thor movie, Ragnarok, love it.
The first Thor movie is not well received. It was just a meh.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. It brought in a hot guy. It did a little world building too.
But no, do you remember when we went to go see it for my birthday?
I did actually.
We went to go see Thor Ragnarok, and Houston, who's never seen a superhero movie ever, except for me watching it in the dorm, goes, yeah, we're gonna go meet up with him, so he didn't have to hang out with my sister at the formal event.
Didn't your sister come too?
Yeah, she hated it because she wanted to be alone with Houston because she had a crush on him.
Every girl had a crush on Houston. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I know. And meanwhile, I'm over on the side of him, like Pokemon cards.
My man said Pokemon cards.
Dude, there was one time in the front circle, like I'm hanging out with Houston, and this girl's like blatantly trying to hit on her, and I keep interrupting her to say Houston. In Houston, when we walked away, he goes, "Thank you." I'm like, "No problem, man." Like he gave me that look of help me, and she was crazy. I will admit that. And then she had the gall to say because I had childhood trauma, my frontal lobe wasn't developed enough. That was her exact argument. And then I proceeded to ask her math in her head, and she couldn't do it.
Dead.
Yep. But what do you think about the tech in the movie?
I thought it was pretty cool. That's like Marvel movies get pretty cool tech.
You know what made me mad?
What made you mad?
Annoyed me. I needed answers, and I couldn't get this, and I don't think it's possible. But I've been trying to work this out. So there's no way that her tech was compatible with all this different Earth stuff. I mean, she hooks it up to a payphone, and it's a working hologram.
You know what? I'm funny you should mention that. I never thought of that logically of that because this is back in 1990.
You don't? Oh yeah, you didn't live with me then. So when this movie came out, I went with my friend Kessler, and I got back, and I was complaining about that and the Phil Coulson thing, because I even brought up a whiteboard, and she then demanded that we have no science Sundays. And then, well, no, it was no science Saturdays, and then she changed it to no science Sundays because I kept bleeding over into. I would overdo it on Sundays because I couldn't do it on Saturdays.
Huh.
Kyle, the science guy.
Good for you, bud.
All right, Devin. So, I have a question for you.
All right.
Do not lie. Okay.
Okay.
Would you notice if I was replaced by a scroll, Devin?
No. Because don't scrolls have every single memory?
No. Did you watch the movie?
I thought they had. No, I'm talking about in the comics.
I don't believe so in the comics.
I'll have to go look. I have a Secret Invasion volume book. I feel like they do because that was the arc of
They can
Captain.
do certain memories, but they can't do like I don't think they can do core memories. It's either that or reversed.
Oh. Yeah, I think I could figure it out.
Okay, how would you go about figuring this out?
I would offer you chocolate.
Oh, that would actually be a very good, because in Avengers in Age of Ultron, Nick Fury's eating a slice sandwich diagonally.
Is that how we know he's a Skrull?
Well, he was a scroll in that movie.
That's right, because in the... Should we put spoiler alerts, or is it kind of already...
Well, I'm going to say... I feel like this is common knowledge, but unless it's somebody who hasn't seen the Spider-Man movies, or just refuses, or is just behind, I mean, spoiler just in case. We're talking about Spider-Man Far From Home. That's where you're going with this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah, dude, he was a Skrull the entire time.
Yep.
Mind freaking blown. Because I remember at one point he's like, I'm on a beach somewhere on their spaceship. I'll be home soon. Just sipping his Bud Light. And he called it quits. I was like, that's a mood.
I don't think that was Bud Light.
I don't think it was neither, but I can't remember the exact drink.
It was like out of a coconut. It was something tropical.
It was probably coconut milk.
Yep. Because in Marvel movies, they don't drink alcohol, except for Captain America, Thor,
Iron Man.
Bucky Barnes, Rhodey. I want to say Larry King.
Hey, it's Larry King. Well, I'm not Larry King. Freaking
I'm
Stan.
glad you got that reference. I was worried about that for a minute there. Bruce Banner, Black Widow, Maria Hill, Hawkeye.
Whatever happened to Maria Hill?
Have you not been paying attention?
I have to rewatch them all because I feel like she gets lost in the shuffle.
Huh. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. Okay.
Okay.
On the pure principle that we're gonna be binging all these movies. Okay. Like, and I'm gonna kind of let you figure it out on your own. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question.
All right.
How resilient are Skrulls to survive? They survived an electrocution from a car cable train. Like, I'm not gonna look up how many volts that is, but
It's a lot of freaking volts.
yeah.
Dude, the Skrulls, man, they're strong suckers, man. In the movie, man, they couldn't go down.
I mean, I'm interested to see how Hulkling transpires from that. But dude,
Hulkling in the comics, that the Lord, did Hulk breed with a spawn?
half Skrull, half Kree.
Half Creed. What's a Creed?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they were in the movie. They were literally in the movie.
Wait, you talking about them? My brain's drawing a blank.
They were the bad guys.
Oh,
They were literally the people that the main character was with. It's the reason she has that suit.
oh, I thought they were part of the Nova Corps.
No. Nova Corps doesn't come till Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dude, I thought.
And I
dude,
hate it because they're so watered down.
You hate it because they're so watered down.
Yes.
Why do you hate it?
Listen, Nova's on par with like similar powers to Captain Marvel. Except for my favorite version is his dad was Nova Corps, kind of like a Ben 10 plotline of the plumbers. So he puts.
Oh yeah, the newer version.
Yeah, the Young Avengers version.
I like that storyline too. I had it one of his comics. I thought at one point, but I think I lost him. I'll have to get back into it.
Yeah, I kind of hope that we see Nova in a Young Avengers down the line.
I was thinking he's good. I thought he was going to be in the next
Latino. You know,
talk again. I think we talked on top of each other.
he needs to be Latino if he does show up.
True.
What were you saying?
I said I think I would like to see him in the next Guardian of the Galaxy.
He's not gonna be.
Dang it.
Don't worry. There's enough stuff going on in space right now.
Well, darn. My hopes and dreams are broken.
I really hope Hercules shows up though.
Yo, Internals looks good too. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. All right, Devin. That's all the notes I have.
That's all the notes you had. What do you think of the Okay, do you know what kind of did you think when you first watched this? Were you shocked that the people? Okay, let me ask you this one. Did you like the way how she got her powers was? Did you like how she was a normal pilot and her mentor was the alien lady that had the energy on the plane?
I mean, I didn't hate it.
Well, did that surprise you when you first watched it? When I watched it, it surprised me.
It did not.
It did not?
No, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
My man said, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, I can't say nothing because, like, one, I know Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel. Is it Captain Marvel or is it interpretations.
It was originally Miss Marvel because Captain Marvel was Marvel.
Uh-huh.
And then, but in the MCU, that adaptation, well, then Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel, and they introduced Miss Marvel with the Inhumans, who will be appearing in Marvel's this TV series on Disney Plus.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, and we're gonna get the Young Avenger, my boy. But
did you ever watch The Runaways, by the way?
Yes, I loved it. But back on topic, while I have that thought.
Okay.
But you came into continuity issues because you had Captain Marvel, and then I believe Marvel won out because there were Marvel comics. And Shazam was changed and was his name now.
Yeah, I remember that. Ooh, excuse me, I remember that. And yeah. I'm just like, in my mind, because I thought that, okay, logging into this movie the first time, I thought the guy that was her teammate, the main guy, what's his name? I'm so bad with names. You know what I'm talking about? The British dude?
Watson?
Yeah, him.
No, he like literally he plays Watson and Sherlock Holmes, which in that one Robert Downey Jr. is Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I thought he was going by Captain Marvel at first. So I was like, okay.
No, he was I think Marvel, and I was like, okay, we're gonna get him in the comics, or we're gonna get him, and he's gonna be like helper and stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's a bad guy. This man's gaslighting so hard.
My man said, haha, traitors. Bang, bang. Oh, no. And I'm just like, dang, I didn't see that. I didn't see it coming. I was like, so the Skrulls were the good guys the whole time?
I mean, they weren't good guys. They weren't bad guys. They were refugees.
Well, in Devin's brain, good guys.
Okay. So we watched The Outlaw Josey Wales, okay?
Yep.
Do you recall what I said about Native Americans in that?
Oh, hey, this same there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the movie they were like, Skrulls are bad, kill them. I'm just like, dang, Skrulls are bad.
Yep. Yeah, it's a similar premise to that.
Hey, make sure you check out that episode. Wink, wink.
I mean, if they made it this far in the series, I mean, I don't think they'd be watching out of order. Of course, people do surprise me. All right, Devin. So, what do you rate this?
All right, what do I rate this? You know, it really wasn't a bad standalone movie. She gave me Dragon Ball Z vibes. I'm gonna give it a. Oh, are we not gonna talk about Nick Fury's eye real fast?
I mean, if you want to.
The cat scratched his eye out.
It wasn't a cat, it was a Flurgan. And its name was Goose.
Goose scratched his eye out.
Dude, what the fuck was... It's just a scratch, and then the Skrull goes, no, it isn't. Like, what the fuck was that ominous shit?
And here's the thing. In the earlier movies, he goes, last time I trust somebody, I lost an eye. And he just flashes his gross eye. I'm like, ew. Then you watch, I'm like, bro, you got attacked by an alien cat.
I wonder if the man's got... Okay, so in the comics, he has like a form of the super soldier serum.
Does he? Wait, which version? The ultimate version or the golden Nick Fury?
The what?
Which version Nick Fury? The ultimate version, like the Black Fury, or the White Fury?
The original White Fury originally had a version of the super soldier serum similar to that of like a weaker Bucky Barnes.
Oh, okay.
It just really like prolonged his life. Only thing it really did, like minor healing. But the dude uses androids like crazy, and like android decoys like crazy. So the man dies all the time, but when he does, he heals really quick. And that's the original version.
Yeah.
You know what I'm kind of upset about?
What are you upset about?
Captain America and the First Avenger. Okay.
Okay.
I wish Nick Fury was in it. Hear me out. Either that's his dad, or like a ancestor or something. And
Oh, yeah, because in the original comics, I think he was actually.
yeah, he's a fighter pilot, and then he was in charge. Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, now that you think of it, yeah, he wasn't in there. I remember when I first saw the movie in theaters. No, DVD. We didn't go see it in the theaters that year. I got it for Christmas. Because I was, yeah, the movie came, out in 2011?
Yes.
Shit, the MCU's old.
Devin, we're old. We were born in the 90s.
I don't want to talk about it. These damn kids are telling me they're born in early 2000s. I'm like, shit.
You know, we're born in the 20th century, just like JFK.
All right.
We're like right on the end of it.
Yeah, we really were.
Because it's like January 19 something. Like, I don't remember what exactly, but then it goes to 2000. And I was thinking yesterday, you know, we know people. What is it? The 21st century or what? Because the 20th century ends at I think 2000, if my memory's right.
Yeah. So the 21st century starts in the year 2000.
I don't think so.
Who knows?
Are you saying 21st or 20th?
The 21st century starts at the year 2000.
Okay, yeah. I follow you now.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I should have been more clear.
Dude, I'm also very tired. It's been a long day.
I got you. Hey, what you think of the Skrulls' makeup and all that? Like, what you think of the costumes and stuff?
I liked it. It was classic horror, but some of it, you could tell where they put, like, rubber.
I got Green Goblin vibes. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, they remind me of the Green Goblin.
I mean, that's how they look in the comics, just about. I mean, but it was like a combination of CGI, what else? CGI, classic movie monster makeup, and all that, like, combined. I don't know if it was actually a combination, but it's what it looked like, from my opinion.
Do it look like in your opinion?
Yeah. You got anything else to add?
I think it's thundering outside where I'm at.
It's been raining all day. I don't know if I'm covered in sweat or water. It's very unclear, Devin.
It's probably both. You've had a long day.
I know.
I mean, we've recorded 2 podcast episodes.
Yeah.
It's just
hectic. The reason we're recording these in advance is because Devin's busy football schedule. But yeah, like, Josie Wells and Captain Marvel are being filmed, like, in the same day. Like, just a little peek behind the curtain, and you can, Josie Wells, you can definitely hear how many times I get interrupted to go to calls. At least you guys know I'm doing my job.
I swear the man's doing his job. I was there, bro. So what's that the new head? Wait, so question. So the women's coach that called you, she a new GA or she a new head coach?
I have no clue. But I felt horrible because I was like, we're not allowed to turn on the lights in the gym on Sundays.
I could hear. Did she say that today was her first day and she was like moving into her office?
Yes. And I felt horrible.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, welcome to Shorter. You can't do shit.
But no, like, I gave her, like, names of schools that she could practice at on Sundays, because they got games on Mondays. And when I used to work with basketball, we couldn't practice on Sundays, even if we had a game on Monday. So we would have to go to either Georgia Highlands, Berry, or Model High School to practice for our game.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
But no, the sports team can practice outside because they can't get locked out.
It'd be like that sometime.
You really do. All right, Devin, we need to wrap this up, don't we? How long is this segment?
Oh, let's see. Last segment was 15. This is at 26 minutes and 40 seconds as of right now.
Yeah, that seems good enough.
He said good enough.
I mean, we've talked a good bit on this episode about comics and nerd stuff and how this relates to comics and the MCU and all that. So, believe me, this is a fleshed out episode. It's a bit chaotic, but it's fleshed out.
It's enjoyable.
It's definitely got meat.
It's not burnt up and scribbled, I swear.
I don't know what meat you're looking at. All right, Devin, what do you rate this?
Okay, in all seriousness, I still actually enjoyed it. I mean, like, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I mean, I say the Dragon Ball Z comic because that's how I feel, but it's not a bad thing. So I give it a 9 out of 10.
Really? I give it an 8 out of 10.
The reason I'm giving it a 9 is because I didn't like her. Well, I wish she was more non-arrogant.
Yeah. But
And
question, going off that, what do you think of Iron Man?
Iron Man's $1 million playboy. He can do whatever he wants.
Why should there be a double standard for that?
Ooh, I see what you're saying. Can I take back my previous statement?
I mean, you can try, but I don't think it's going to go well.
Oh well, that's the only one I want. I just feel something about her character, man. She's not like she's arrogant and like she knows it, and I'm just like, bruh.
Yeah.
Especially in Endgame. Endgame does her no justice.
I will agree with that. Endgame does her like nothing.
Like Endgame took her character, like here, her standalone movie brought her up here. Endgame brought her down. I'm like, bruh. And like the actress lead, how do you say her name?
Why don't you ask me, Devin? No, I don't know it. Brie Larson. There it is.
She's always like, I just want to. She made a comment, which is a good comment. She's like, I want to be a strong female role model, which is fine. I just feel like the writing in Endgame brought her down because she's like, oh, I could totally beat up Thanos.
I'm trying to remember why I rated this 8 because I wrote the description before and like right after I watched it, I wrote the description. I'm trying to think why. There was something. There was just small little bits where I will admit, like the way she was written at some points was very, very like cheesy. Of course, it's like an 80 movie style.
Oh, what do you think of the blockbuster scene?
I thought scenes like that were good. There was other scenes where it was just like she was too serious and too mean.
That's what I mean, bro. She's like,
it kind of like took her out of the situation and made her weird. And I know she's running around in a giant rubber suit, but other parts, like when she's like one-on-one, it made more sense. But there was just parts that I think the writing could improve. Don't get me wrong. I think this is one of the best MCU movies. Like it's up in the top 3 and maybe 5. Like I really highly like this movie. But I do think it gets it. I want to give it an 8. Okay.
So I'm giving it a 9. You're giving it an 8. That's brings us up to an 18.
Yep.
18 out of 20.
Oh, don't worry. At some point, once we get, hold on. I've been kind of doing things on my own, Devin. You don't know about this, but that puts it right under. Okay, so our top 5 go as follows. So you got Hot Rod with a combined score of 20.
Perfect movie.
Suicide Squad with 19. Frankenweenie with 19. Old Yeller with 17. My Friend Dahmer with 14.5. Hocus Pocus with 11. Let's see. The Outlaw Josey Wales with 9. Someone Mary Berry with 7.5. Double Teamed with 7.
Double Team.
The Power of Grayskull, the definitive history of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is 6 out of 20.
I don't want to rewatch the documentary.
Currently, that is the lowest movie we have. Like I've been keeping up with that, and I was thinking about posting that at some point.
That's fine.
Yeah, but like it uses our combined totals and all that jazz. You know, Devin, you're making me question my what is it? My ranking.
What?
Because I'm debating on whether it should be a 9. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 as well.
You can give it an as well?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. It's the second highest rated movie.
No.
So I thought Hot Rod was 20 out of 20.
Yeah, and then 9 plus 9 is 18.
Oh, shit. Never mind. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, yep, it's raining here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it that. I'm gonna have to rewrite the entire description though. But yeah, I'll give it that.
That works.
Yep.
Well, alright, Kyle. I think it's time to send off. We're at 45 minutes for this episode, and I know you're exhausted.
That is also true.
And I need to start watching The Conjuring because I have to go to bed early tonight because I got to get up early.
Yep.
God, I hate Mondays.
Alright, I fixed the description. Alright, Devin. What would you like to leave them with today?
She's a Super Saiyan, Kyle.
I'm not letting you leave on that.
Dang it. Avengers Assemble.
The Avengers weren't in this, but alright.